Hi, I'm Simon and welcome to my channel. I'm a psychic medium and a tarot reader, and I read intuitively. So I hope you're going to enjoy the way I read. This is going to be a reading for love vibes for the sign of Virgo, sun, moon and rising. And let's see what Spirit wants to start off with. Let's have a look. Please give our lovely Virgo friends some guidance for May 2020 in their love vibrations. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants to start off with. Now, this is your overall energy, Virgo, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And here, sorry, the Nine of Pentacles, I beg your pardon. Nine of Pentacles, your overall energy outwardly shown, all right, in your world. And so that is that, Virgo, you're not taking things lying down at the moment. You are actually reaching here to see how you can develop things for yourself on a material level, and at the same time hold out for what you're wishing for, and it's realistic. You see the opportunity here that's being gifted to you in this moment, and your hand stretching out for it to grab it, and you've got hold of it. So a lot of you are working in areas perhaps where you're happy, and you want to develop that more. Others of you are seeing an opportunity coming your way, and you're going to take it. This will help you develop yourself emotionally as well, as you let's say open up that opportunity to see where it's going to take you. It also feels here you're connecting with perhaps an air sign, especially at the moment, Virgo. This is you trying to, I feel, explain yourself and why you feel the way you do, and what is hindering you, if you like, emotionally to reach this happy point where you feel you've got all your pieces in place, and you and the person that you have in your mind are working things out. And it feels like you are working things out. I mean, you may not be entirely satisfied yet, but it's heading in a good direction for you. It's an encouraging vibration. And yeah, I think you will be dealing with quite a few money matters. And generally, I would say underneath your worries, you might have a more positive feeling, and see this time that we're in as opportunities. Opportunities maybe to tweak your business, tweak how you work, even open up a new business. I mean, in time, of course. And also all the time keeping an eye on your relationship, or the relationship you want to establish. You're striving towards it, and it's not unrealistic either, what you're hoping for, dreaming for. I've just dropped a card, so I shall pick that up. There we go. All right, here we are. Six of Cups, reminiscing. Also, there is a karmic connection here to somebody that you've got in your mind, and you are really hoping for loyalty here, as is the other person. So I feel you're both quite loyal people. There may be children involved in your relationship. Perhaps some of you have children from previous relationship, and that that previous connection, that previous relationship might be, the energy of it may keep coming back to you through somebody else's children that you're involved with. And that could be creating a little bit of an emotional challenge, let's say. And you're going to have to go through the challenge really to see that this relationship can actually work in the long term. It has possibilities, but you do need to initiate and take these steps in front of you in order to have that Nine of Pentacles feeling. You've got the Devil card here. That is very much concerned with the material world. It's also telling me that there is a concern here, perhaps with some of you, for a person in your life that you care about very much, that you love, and you may be looking at them and seeing that they are trying to escape life a little bit right now. They're trying to find a way of release, and that could be through drinks, it could be through drugs, it could be through another form of addiction, but it's their way of coping at the moment. Now, I'm not saying necessarily this is the person that you want to be involved with or are involved with, but it could be. It could also be, like I say, that you have someone around you and your mind keeps going back to that person. You're loyal to them and you want them to find a way through to better their lives. And you're quite determined that you're going to be there to help them because of the loyal feelings involved. I think some of you are quite attractive and sexy sort of people, and you want that closeness, that physical closeness in a relationship. It's important, very important for you to be able to get close on that level. It's not all about sex, it's about intimacy. You have the Seven of Cups fallen out, which comes under the Nine of Pentacles. Then you have the Moon, which has fallen out below the Six of Cups. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is underneath the Devil. So this is saying that at the moment, yes, we know there's confusion about the material world and how things are going to pan out, and a lot of us are caught up in that energy at the moment. But being an earth sign, you are realistic, and you're not going to do anything that feels airy-fairy. You're going to concentrate on putting your energy into real things in the material world that you can see grow over time. And that includes you backing up the plans with your emotions. Some of you do spend time alone and enjoy your space and time to think, and that's how you need to process the world. So there is a part of you retreating. You're there physically, but you're not all there emotionally some of the time, because you're trying to think about how you want things to be. There is a spiritual context here, and you're trying to find your way on that level. Perhaps your beliefs have been shaken, and a new set of beliefs is starting to come through. And please be patient with yourself as this happens, because it is a process and you're not going to have all the answers in one go. But the answers will come, and the more time in a way that you devote to yourself when you can, to be in your own protective bubble, the better it'll be for you to develop ideas and come out of that bubble to explore those ideas here in the Ten of Pentacles, which is a very, very happy card. Some of you may be dealing with property, which is covered within the 9, 10 of Pentacles, and you may be thinking about buying or selling, and when would be the right time to do that. That's something that will be planned, because I don't feel this is an idea that's just kind of being acted on right away. It's being acted on over a period of time, but the attachment to a project, let's say, is all encompassing in your overall energy. So I do think you want to release capital. Perhaps some of you have money coming towards you, maybe through an inheritance as well. That's quite possible. But a lot of it has to do with your own hard work. The moon here, coming under the Six of Cups, says to me that this karmic connection that you've got going on is a bit complicated, because there are still feelings to rise to the surface, but there is a deep connection here. There really is a deep connection. So I see you wanting to work in order to keep that connection alive, to continue on, to get to your happiness, your 10 of Cups, your 10 of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit has thrown out the 8 of Wands. It's thrown out the 9 of Wands and the Empress. And then we have the 2 of Wands. So a lot of you Virgos may be experiencing a pregnancy and welcoming in a new life soon. Others of you could be very pregnant with old ideas that you still plan at some point to bring out into the world. And Spirit is encouraging you, quite frankly, to enjoy this moment of creativity, and it's ready to be birthed into this new age, into this new time. Because you're still birthing it, you haven't quite brought it out into the world yet to test if it's actually sustainable in the real world. Excuse me. But there is encouragement here, because it does come under the devil, the material world. It does come through the 10 of Pentacles, the material world. And so your ideas do have a chance to work in the real world. Relationship that you're involved in has a chance now to work in the real world in a very much more positive way, because you are accepting, if you like, of your male and female energy as running together within yourself. So therefore you can accept it in your outer world and bring the feminine and the masculine together in balance. It's been and will be hard work. The 9 of Wands is letting you know that, and that you won't always have a lot to go on emotionally. It could get quite confusing at times, but there will be this sense of, I want to remain close to this person. I want to work through the difficulties. I want to understand. I want to move things forwards in our way of communication and learn how to communicate so that things don't break me down. That I step back maybe and just give myself a chance to think before I birth my ideas completely. So they have to be talked about. And here you are at the level of partnership, considering what you could do. And you're home, you're inside the home, but you're looking out of the window. And you're holding your thoughts through the wand here. You're holding your thoughts as you look to the future. Some of you may be travelling after the lockdown is lifted. There could be an urgent feeling to travel and get away and see new things, meet new people, new experiences. Well, the ones here are saying yes, that's coming, and that's something that you will experience with time. But at the moment, we are all in this battle for survival, and you definitely, as an Earth sign, Virgo, you definitely have the ability to make things work for you on a realistic level. So I encourage you to stick with it if you can, so that you can get to this point where you can see actually everything you've been working towards or will work towards is coming to a point which makes sense. And as it starts to make sense, you feel reinvigorated not to give up, but you want to soldier on. You're carrying that torch of faith as you move one obstacle after another out of the way. But there's nothing easy about this. Honestly, I'm telling you, you have the strength to do it, the will you're developing through your quiet time. You've got family backing here, a lot of you, and you have the loyalty of a connection that's supportive of you where there's love there, and some of those feelings still need to be explored. So honest conversations do need to be had. But you're holding up, and you're holding your own. You're some of you are not giving up ground in what your most basic needs are, and so therefore, because you're holding your ground, you're holding on to what you want next in your life and what you're willing to give birth to, basically. Let's see what's going on here with a partner. Why do we have the Nine of Cups for Virgo as their main energy? Please show us, Spirit. What is going on with the Nine of Cups at the moment? There we go, the Star. Okay, so some of you are connected to someone who really does make you happy, or you can see happiness with that person, and you want to continue working on that happiness. It's also a healing relationship. There are karmic things going on in it, but if things are bubbling up to the surface which make things uncomfortable for you at the time, at this time, take it as an opportunity to heal and keep the faith. Why have we got the karmic situation that's still confusing, and Virgo will hold their ground? What's going on? Tell us, Spirit. Show us the intention of the partner. Okay, your partner's intentions at this present moment are to continue to build things with you. You have the blossoming flower, so things are still blooming. They're opening up. They are being exposed. They're coming out into the open, slowly but surely, as the moon releases information, as the moon releases the shadows, and then eventually the sun will come in and shine. And now we ask about the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles. and you have the yellow clover. So that is bringing in happiness for you. And if you like, you want to take at the moment, you want to drink from the cup of emotion in order to energize you to put new ideas into place, to give birth. And those of you expecting a baby, look to me like you're very, very happy. Happy to welcome in a family situation, to start your family really, or to you have an established family already and you are just very happy where you are. On the whole, yeah, very happy where you are on the whole. Okay, this is the card of destiny coming in. And so many of you are connecting to somebody who's destined to enter your life. You're destined to be together at this time. You're destined to have a home together. That will be coming in. I talked about property earlier, and this is confirming property. Also, some of you may be, as I said, moving into a new property, or considering selling and hopefully moving into a new property, but it's there in your pathway. New key coming in under the Pentacles and the Devil, and above the Empress. So a solution will be coming towards you through through plans that you're going to be looking at on and off, discussing on and off, and also retreating into your own space to consider things. But it's in your fate, destiny area. For those of you who are giving birth literally and having a baby, this is it's big. The bear is big, and it's connected to your home and expansion. Very exciting. Your partner, yeah, you're breaking a way of life. You're giving up the old to allow the new to come in. So some of you are expanding your family situation. Some of you are having your first child, as I said, and so therefore the old will be gone and the new will arise. It's very exciting. Oh, we've got children here, and we also have a little bit of concern through the clouds. So I won't deny that there is a worry here about how to make things happen, how to bring forth ideas, and, you know, sort of create, if you like, a new working environment or new way of working. It's troubling. There are kids involved, so you're obviously looking after a family, a lot of you, or involved with family at this time, and you're having to give thought to the future. However, like I said, I come back to the Nine of Pentacles because there is a realistic hope here. And what's happening is around you was meant to be in your destiny, your pathway, and it's trying to release you from believing that you're limited. Don't let the situation, the outside world, tear you down mentally. But I don't think it will anyway, Virgo, because your energy has come in nice and strong. If there are any of you in bed at the moment, or perhaps you're in a chair, you can't get about physically on your own, then it feels here like there is going to be more available to you in the near future, more help as well. I think it comes in through loyalty, by the way. So I think it's more to do with who you know, not necessarily authorities. It's more likely to be somebody who's feeling love for you, loyalty for you. I feel June will be a significant month for a lot of you Virgos. I get the sense that you're unlocking a situation and making sense of it. And this unlocking feels like it has a lot to do with your childhood, your own childhood, how you felt about life when you were a child. And if you've got children in your lives, then by observing the children and the emotions that are revealing themselves at this time, might be teaching you a lesson. Something that perhaps needs to be highlighted about your past, which could be useful to you now, either as in useful to let go of because it's not relevant anymore, those feelings aren't relevant, or it's saying perhaps let go of something in the material sense which was important to you, but it's not going to be as important to you as you go on into the future. But another piece that you have, this lovely home card right at the centre of your reading with the moon. For those of you who are in any way struggling with your home and are very worried, I would say to you, there's time here on your side. So do not panic about your living situation. If you can help it, it's not easy, I know, but don't panic about it. There is a bit more time here than you realise right now, especially if you are finding yourself falling behind in payments, or you think you're going to be falling behind in payments of rent or mortgage. Okay, I feel the energy coming in is a little bit more protective over your situation, but you might have to dig deeper for information to support this. But do not panic, there is more time on your hands. And also, for those who are experiencing confusion in a relationship, remember those relationships that are built on firm foundations, like a house would be, will last. And if things have been built on not firming up your foundations, yes, there might be a bit of erosion at this point, but it's still saying you can firm up those foundations by re-evaluating the emotional side of the connection. Structure. But that's very important for you anyway, Virgo, so you're on it, you're on the case. Let me just pull one more card for you, a Moonology card. And what do you want to tell our Virgos with regard to love, especially as we have the moon here, and we have the moon in the house. So the main energy, please, Spirit. The overall main energy taking us along in the next couple of weeks or so. Let's see. Virgo, your hard work is paying off. Just as I said to you, it's paying off. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, however you're dealing with it, your hard work is going to pay off. And I think that's the final message for you, Virgo. So all the very best, and see you again here sometime soon. Thanks. Bye.